Hey guys, welcome back to the JSA Games channel, where today we are here on F1 23 doing a last question mark challenge at the Chinese Grand Prix. The Chinese Grand Prix is back this weekend for the first time since 2019, and a lot has changed since then. The grid including a Chinese driver in the name of Guanyu Zhou, and that is who we're going to be for this last question mark challenge here on the F1 23 game. We're starting at the very back and doing a 25% race to see how far we can progress up the grid. The aim is to get into the top 10 and hopefully get some points in his first ever home race. So let's get into this 25% race, starting at the very back with Guanyu Zhou, and let's see how far we can progress. So here we go, the first Chinese Grand Prix since 2019. Guanyu Zhou is first home race in an F1 car. We get a great start. We fly past Daniel Ricciardo. We've got Alex Albon on our left hand side. Down into the long turn one. In behind two Hasses. We do give it was Hulkenberg a little nudge there as we look to go round the outside of, I believe it's it's Logan Sargent on our left, not Albon. And he sticks with us. We've only gained one, maybe two positions. We send it down the inside of both Hasses as we get up to P16. But the Haas of Hulkenberg comes back round the outside. Get caught up on the curb a little bit there. And that's the first lap done. We have gained 3 positions. Magnussen, Sargent and Daniel Ricciardo behind us now. We look to close this gap to the cars ahead of us. We have closed up to Hulkenberg here. We go down the inside. Had a look at Tsunoda, but decided better of it, and we do get up to P16. For this long straight, we can get close to Tsunoda and maybe use the slipstream off of that AlphaTauri, now RB in real life. I've just realised I have left my overtake on, which means that we haven't actually ran out, but we're going to go for a lunge down the inside of the Japanese driver Yuki Tsunoda, and we do get him up to P15. The 2 French Alpine drivers are ahead of us next. We got Ocon, then Gasly, and then our teammate Bottas is currently sat in 12th position. We do manage to keep it really close to Ocon now. Minimal ERS to use. We are going to send it down the inside again here. We managed to get the first of the French drivers, Esteban Ocon. We get up to P14. I saw there was a yellow flag briefly. Yes, there is a yellow flag somewhere. Not sure where. Lando Norris is out of the session. Not sure where Lando is on the track. It looks like behind us now. Esteban is very close behind us here. We haven't got much ERS to use. Actually, we've got none, and we don't have DRS, so we're just going to have to tuck in behind Ocon and go for the dive again. We left it a little bit late this time. Ocon with the switchback, but we have the inside line for the final turn. We managed to stay ahead for now as he comes back towards us across the line. Use the little bit of ERS that we have. It's quite slow through these corners, so we send it down the inside. Very unconventional place to overtake, but we've pulled it off somehow. And like I said at the start of this race, we want top 10. We want to get Guanyu Zhou his first points at his home Grand Prix. And at the moment, the way we're going, it looks very likely. We've got 3 places to try and get over the next 9 laps. Ocon coming with the DRS again. We leave him space on the outside, so we keep the inside line. We close the door on him. Got to try and stop fighting Ocon though. Try and catch up to Pierre Gasly, who is 2 seconds ahead. And once again, Esteban Ocon looking to get us in this DRS zone. We're just constantly fighting Esteban, and it's the same result every time. We're just going down the inside.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
As we decide to pit, spin it round. So we come into the pits here, going on to lap 7, halfway through the race. We were just kind of sat in a bit of a stalemate with Esteban Ocon. And it's a nice quick stop by the team.
That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
Going for a bit of an undercut on everyone on the grid.
Look after these tyres now, you want to finish the race on this compound.
So we head on to the soft tyres for the rest of this race. This outlap needs to be solid so we get enough time gained. If we can gain a couple of seconds from this lap, then that could put us in contention of fighting Bottas and Pierre Gasly. So cars coming into the pits now. Again, no ERS. We've used it all on this outlap to try and catch up and close the gap to Pierre Gasly, who was ahead of us. Gasly there in the pits, going on to the soft tyres also. We run a little bit wide. All these cars are coming out of the pits now. There is Alex Albon. We are currently P16. As we get past Albon, and there's Piastri. They were well ahead of us. Look, we've overtaken Gasly by about 2 seconds. So we have undercut absolutely anyone and everyone that was around us. The cars we're in contention with now are George Russell and Oscar Piastri, who I think might have been about P7, P8. So we gained about 4 seconds on that outlap, just from going onto the soft tyres. Gasly 2 seconds, 1.8 behind us now. He was 2 seconds ahead of us as we went into the pits. All we've got to do now is hold on for these last few laps. Wait for the other drivers that haven't pitted as of yet to box, because we don't fight Albon too much. But Valtteri has gone into the pit, so let's make the most of it. We should be able to get Valtteri quite comfortably as we get back down the inside of Alex Albon and get DRS off of George Russell and set the fastest lap of the race.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
There's Hamilton, just come out of the pits as well. Cold tyres, we do send one really aggressively down the inside of Lewis Hamilton, and we are currently in P8 of this Chinese Grand Prix. We do send it a little bit wide into that corner, which is throw us off the whole line there. And Lewis does get back ahead of us. That's just threw us off the whole corner, that has.
Come on, you can win that place back.
As Alex Albon has also sent it on us. We're going to be very brave and stick it down the inside of Hamilton as well. We had to practically bring the car to a stop. We got Hamilton and Albon on our outside. We managed to get the inside of the corner. Albon, Hamilton, both really close to our back end. They've got a slight train behind them as well. So we use a different line this time. Maximise what we had. What we don't have is ERS once again, so Albon is going to send it down the outside and Hamilton down the inside. And we've got nowhere to go. We barge our way through. Hamilton went down the inside. Kind of blocked us from turning away from Albon. He's still right behind us. He's actually pushing us along pretty much. Does us with the switchback, but can we try and hold on? We do. We're now 6.2 seconds behind the cars ahead. All we've got to do now is just fight for these last 3.5 laps to stay in the top 10. If those two could fight behind and give us some space, just like so, that would be extremely helpful. Just to give us that little bit of breathing space, but 3 temps is definitely not enough, especially now with DRS open. And Hamilton and Albon both looking to go down the outside of us. We managed to stay in front, late on the brakes once again. And here comes Hamilton once again. Definitely not a car to be fighting, but we... Oh, he cuts across us. I was going to stick it down the inside. And that could be one place that we may not see again. P8. Like I say, Hamilton has now gone and we've messed that corner up totally. And we are now P10 and we are struggling here on these soft tyres. Going in early was a great idea for track position, but in the long run it's not looking the best idea. As we kind of cover off Bottas just for our own position. There's about 4 or 5 cars around here. I'm trying to turn right, no car will let me. I think it was Stroll that was locked onto me, but he couldn't really move. He's now off the track. We've managed to keep P10 just.
Okay, you're in the
as we
top
cross
10.
the line. We've got 2 laps here left. And we're just trying to hold on as best we can. Can we keep hold of this P10? This was the aim before the race, was to get Guanyu Zhou his first points at his home race. It's very, very tight now as Ocon looks, he wanted to go down the inside, we cover it off. He is going to get DRS though. The grip of our tyres have well and truly gone. And all we've got to try and save us and this P10 is 0% ERS. We closed the door off a bit too much on the Frenchman. Made a little bit of contact with him, but we stay round the outside. Round the last corner, we take the corner too much. Go off the track quite badly. Ocon is now right behind us with DRS, going into turn 1 on this final lap. We overshoot it. Missed the braking point. A little bit of contact made with the Frenchman, and again. We are doing absolutely everything we can. Look at the train behind us. Everything we can here to hold on to this P10. That was the target. You've got Bottas, you've got both Hasses there, both Alpines. We're coming towards the back straight. We are going to have to do everything to defend this P10. We needed a better corner there. We need to get on the gas. Use what ERS we have. Ocon and Gasly get past us. We're going to send it down the inside. We do block the turn a little bit. But through comes Bottas as well. This is going to be close. Don't mess up this final corner. And we will take P10. From last to 10th. Guanyu Zhou gets his first points at his home Grand Prix. And what a final few laps that was. And there you have it. Zhou Guanyu started in 20th, finished 34.5 seconds behind the leader Max Verstappen, but he finishes in 10th and gets his first point at the Chinese Grand Prix. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please do leave a like. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a future video, and I'll see you in the next one.